Ads is one of the best ways in which you can help your business grow. But if you're struggling inside your account, you don't know which settings to pick, and your campaigns really aren't working, don't worry, you've come to the right place. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at how to fix your Google ad campaigns in just 3 easy steps. If we haven't met yet, I'm Adam, the co-founder at Fractal Marketing, and each year we work with dozens and dozens of small businesses to help them generate more leads using Google Ads. So let's dive right in. So to start, if you're kind of really not sure what to do with your ad account and you're really struggling with everything, the first place to always go is your conversion tracking. So if you haven't done so yet, make sure that you double check or set up proper conversion tracking using Google Tag Manager. Google Tag Manager is the best tool you can use to set up your tracking. You could use analytics, you could use a third-party tool, but I really wouldn't recommend that. They often over-report. So what I'd like you to do is go back in and double check or set up that conversion tracking via Google Tag Manager. That's the best way to do it. From there, you want to be tracking all the macro and micro conversions inside your ad account. So on the macro level, we're essentially talking about the primary actions we want somebody to take. Those are often going to be things like phone calls, form submissions, or even an email inquiry into the business. On the micro side, we want to include people subscribing to our email newsletter. We want to include the scroll depth per page. And we want to include any other secondary actions that somebody could take on that page. But really, the main thing we want to be tracking are these macro conversions, and we want to be doing that via Google Tag Manager. From there, this is a little bit more about your bidding strategy, but make sure when you're first starting a campaign that you're not starting with maximized conversions or you're not starting with target CPA. Instead, you should be achieving 15 to 30 conversions per month using manual bidding, and then you're going to scale into those smart bidding models once you have enough data. If you're finding your campaign just isn't getting off the ground and you're using a smart bidding strategy, go back, start manual, and then kind of scale into the smart bidding from there. Next, if you're still finding your campaign really isn't kind of hitting the marks that you need it to, look to improve your keyword selection. So this is a very common thing I see when I go into audit an ad account is that they've selected all different types of keywords. And that really isn't the way to run Google Ads. We just want to be selecting only high intent keywords with a monthly search volume of at least 30 plus searches. So we don't want to be focused on information keywords that start with what is or how to. Instead, we just want to be focusing on keywords that indicate that customer has a high level of intent and they're ready to book with your business. Next, new campaigns should always start with exact or phrase match keywords. This is very important. Similar to my recommendation around not starting with smart bidding, you don't want to start with broad match keywords. That's going to send your ads to just about everybody. So you always want to start with exact or phrase match, and then you're going to go from there. Next, you want to be monitoring the keyword search terms weekly via the search term report, and you want to be adding in negative keywords from that list. So the search term report actually shows you what your ads are showing up for. The keywords are just what you're bidding on. The search terms are what actually triggered your ad to show. So when you go into that search term report, kind of skim through those keywords, and then each week you want to be adding in negative keywords that are irrelevant to your search terms. That'll help your ads not show up for irrelevant things, basically, and save you some money. Next, we want to pause or fix keywords with a quality score below 7. Anything below 7s means we're probably overpaying for it. So we want to kind of trim out those keywords or just fix your ads or fix your landing page if you're getting signals from Google that you have poor results on either of those sections. And then finally, as I mentioned before, transition to broad match keywords only once you have enough data and a very strong negative keyword list. Broad match keywords are never the place to start a new campaign. Instead, we want to start with exact or phrase match, and then we'll scale into broad match once we have more data. Okay, finally, if you're still struggling at this point, we want to go in and fix those destination pages. So a common mistake that people do is they send the traffic to their homepage. We don't want to do this. We never want to send traffic to the homepage of your website. That's going to result in very low conversion rates, somewhere from 1 to 2%. We want to be aiming at least over 5% for a lead generation search campaign. So we're going to be able to do that by actually using a specific landing page per service. So if you're a pool cleaning company and you're offering new pool cleaning services, don't send people just to the homepage of your website. Send them to a page specifically about them getting their pool cleaned, what the process would look like, how they would get a quote, maybe some frequently asked questions about that service, and some testimonials exactly about that. You want to make sure that your keywords, your ads, your ad groups, and your landing page, everything really kind of relates to each other, and you set up like a kind of nice string of events in terms of you're connecting the dots between each two. That's going to lead to much better conversion rates. Next, you want to ensure that that page loads very quickly. Slow loading pages will be penalized by Google, and you really won't get anywhere with them. You want to ensure that your page has been optimized for mobile, as at least 50% of your traffic is going to come through mobile. So the page needs to be ready for a mobile phone and look great and operate the way it should. And finally, I want you to include very strong CTAs or calls to action and clearly lay out the next steps for somebody so they understand what action is going to happen after they put in their information. Okay, that's all for today, just to help you get started with Google Ads and fixing things. If you have any questions or inquiries, feel free to reach out to us at Fractal Marketing. We have a brand new channel here, so if you could like this video, if it was helpful for you, feel free and subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much.